Welcome to this 100 Club webinar.
Good afternoon, everyone. We're just going to have a quick look at some spontaneous trading. So what I do when I come home and I find myself sitting at the desk and I go, what's on? So go and have a look at, say, a game like this. You've got three games here, a 1-1, a 0-0 and a 0-0. So the first thing I do is open up the market and then I'll go and have a look at Bet365 on that market. And then I will go and have a look if I've got time. Quite often it can be frustrating when you're doing spontaneous trading because a goal can come before you get to do your spontaneous research. So we're in the Chinese Super League here. So I don't want Japan. We want Chinese Super League, Jingzhou versus Shenzhen. So there's no game notes there at the moment. So if we go and have a quick look at the head-to-head in this one, there's been two games and Jiangsu won both of them 2-0. So there's not a whole lot of information there. If we go and have a look at this season, have a look what's happened. They've had three games, 0-1, 2-1, 0-0. So really mixed. And away for Shenzhen, 2-3 and 0-2. So you'd pretty well have to go and have a look at last season as well. So now you've got 18 games. You can see the form's really mixed. Loss, win, draw, then a lot of wins. But look at this away side. Look at all these away games. Loss, draw, loss. So then you go and see that the score's 1-1. Well, you look at all the losses for this Shenzhen and you think they're not going to be winning based on this. They haven't won an away game for 15 games. They've lost or drawn their last 15 away. So they look a decent lay. Let's go and have a look at what's happened in the match so far. We have had 3 shots on target for Shenzhen and 2 off. And we've got 7 off target for the home side and 5 for the away side. So it looks like Bet365 have updated their website. Everything's changed. This looks completely different. Yeah, I see what you're saying, Malcolm, in regards to what we discussed earlier. So you don't see that flat line. You can see a vertical line at the end. Yep. I'm all over that. All over that. So we can go and see there's not that many shots on target, but there's been plenty off target. So we go and have a look at the draw price. It's around even money. And the home side scored first, then the away side equalised. So what I would do at this point is it's around evens. I'd sort of keep an eye on, it looks like we don't get to watch the, oh, there it is there. I just got to click that. We can see the ball going back and forward. So it sort of looks a bit similar now. So the away side's had 56 possession to 44. The attacks are virtually the same. Dangerous attacks are virtually the same. So, yeah, I'd be looking at possible lay the draw there, but we'll leave it for a minute. We'll go and look at these other two. Unfortunately, there's already been a goal in one of them. So we'll go and look at this other one, this Russian Federation game that's going on. And we'll go and have a look at this 0-0. So this is looking great for a goal for me. 5 shots on target in 27 minutes and 5 off. So I'm thinking most definitely there would be a goal in this. What would put me right off, though, is there's already been a red card. However, it is early in the game. So there's no way that the home side are just going to shut up shop for 70 minutes here. I'm going to go and see what the price is. It's still 212. So I'll go and see if I've got time to have a look at Russia and see if we can get in the, I think it's first division. Is it Lada? No, it must be, is it, what division is it in Russia? I'm not seeing either of them. So it must be below Russian Professional Football League, right? So it's below, it's not Premier League or anything. So David had a look at this match this morning. This Russian one you meant, or the Chinese Super League one, Dave? The Chinese one. So you were looking at the Chinese game this morning, couldn't see a trade. So we'll come back to this. I'm thinking highly likely of a first half goal here. I would have bet already if it hadn't been for the red card. But you can see there's a red card there early on 7 minutes. So we'll keep an eye on the shots. It's still only 5-5, so nothing's happened recently. We'll go and see what this other game is. Well, I've just had one start, so let's go and look at that. This is in South Africa. I don't know if they'll cover this, but let's find out. South Africa, they do. Is it the Premier League? South African Premier Division. It is. Here it is here. Maritzburg versus Bidwest. Again, there's no notes there. We can see the teams are currently 4th and 6th, so they're at the end of their season. So we've got a good number of stats. The head-to-head, Maritzburg have won 5, drawn 4 and lost 1. So it's not looking too good for Bidvest here. Let's go and see what's been happening this season at home and away. And you can see the home side's only won 6 of 13. The away side's won 6 of 12, but they've been in poor recent form. 2 draws, a loss, 1 win, then a loss and a draw. So they've only won 1 of their last 6 away. And the home side have won 4 of their last 6 away with 2 draws. So it seems to me we don't want to be on the away side here. Yet they're odds on. So they must have just scored. Have they? No, it's still that. So that's quite strange. Or they're not odds on. There's just no real money in the market. So looking at the head-to-head, if we go and do that, was that the head-to-head? No, that's not the head-to-head. So let's go back and look at the head-to-head again. Oh, that's better. I'd clicked the wrong thing. Now we know why they're favourites. Head-to-head past 11, the home side, Maritzburg, has only won 1 game, drawn 3 and lost 7. But the 1 game they won was the earlier game this season. And if we look at the table, they're just below them on 6. They've had 10 wins from 26 and Bidvest have had 12 wins from 25. So I'm not sure if we're going to see any goals here. We're going to have a look at this South African Premier. No shots there at the moment. We've still not had a shot since I looked at this game. So sometimes it's not just a case of looking and seeing there's been a load of shots. I'm going to bet on a goal. We looked at this at 27 minutes. So there's been 5 full minutes of play since I first opened it, and we've not had a shot on or off target. So I'd consider that game to be a bit cold at the moment. This one's interesting. It's gone 1-1 in the first half, but something's not right because they've got no shots on target and just 3 off target. So I don't know how we've ended up with 2 goals. Maybe they're 2 own goals or not sure what's happened. There's a 27th minute goal and a 33rd minute goal. So I guess you could go and have a look if you're going to disregard the shots because they're not really there. What's the price of a 3rd goal in the first half? Could be quite cheap. Under 2.5 first half goals, 143. It's a little bit high for 12 minutes to go. So I think we might go back to China and have a look if we're going to get a goal in the last 15 of this game. If not, we might just go and do some racing for half an hour or so. Now I've got my bet trader back. So go and have a look at the Chinese. And we can go and see 6 shots on target, 14 off. So as you know, I work on a shot per 7 minutes. So in my book, 6 shots, 7 minutes, it's only 42. I really shouldn't be betting on a goal in this game. So the draw is 166, which is going to make it around 172 on Betfair. It's 170, 172. I don't know. there's more shots coming in off target, but there's not many going on. Only 6 shots on target in 78 minutes. Not sure the value's there. So maybe we'll go and have a look at some racing then, and we can come back to it. But that's sort of what I do. I just go through, I come and sit down, I look at the games that are available, and I just come and have a look and see if there's anything that's worthwhile. So I guess Maritzburg is worth a lay, even though it's 4.3. When you look at what we were looking at here with the head-to-head stuff, here you see they've only won 1 game in 11. So just based on that, the price should be 11. Looking at their home games, they should be 2.17. So I guess if you combine those two, then they should be around 6.5. But I don't know. I've got to be honest, I don't know anything about South African football. So we might just leave it. So what I want you guys to do, like you've already sort of done today, is tell me what you'd like to trade. So I'm going to get hold of Trade Shark for later this week, and I'm going to get his thoughts. We'll go and do a thing on the tennis. Now, for those of you that may have missed it in the rooms, I'll stick the link in the Zoom chat for you right now so that you've got it. Let me go and find it. And then I'll go to the link with you. For those that want the free Football Form Lads Weekender email, if you click on that link there, it will take you to this page, and you just simply put your name and your email address in there and get instant access. And then every Friday afternoon, you will be sent the newsletter. So let me go and show you one. What do we want? I'll go and find one to show you what you get. Let's go and have a look what they said about the weekend game. So I'll go and find it for you and open it up. So if you sign up for that free newsletter, this is what you get. Okay, so this is the Football Form Labs European Finals Weekender. And then you get a bit of a read up. So in this week's edition, you've got PSG versus Bayern, Sevilla versus Inter, and the Cincinnati Masters. So let's see what they said about the game last night. PSG versus Bayern. They give you a good write-up about it. And then they had both teams to score. So that didn't win. Bayern and both teams to score. So that didn't win. Bayern 3-1, 14.30. It's a good value bet. Of course, we just went with a small £10 bet on Bayern. Malcolm, I do have someone definitely for NFL. I don't currently have anyone for NBA, but I can certainly find someone. I can find a good NBA. I think I do know someone, actually. I'll just have to contact him. He's a bit of a recluse, so I'll have to see if he's interested in doing some stuff for us. So then you can see the Europa League final, Sevilla versus Inter. So they went with Inter, as I did, and they got team goals exact into 2 and Lukaku anytime. They did that. So here's some tennis. If you're interested in the tennis, it's worth getting the Form Labs for. So you get a good write-up there. Cincinnati Masters, the big 3, Dominic Thiem, Djokovic, Danny Medvedev, Stefanos I used to be able to say his name. Tsitsipas, is it? I can't remember how we say it. I know Alexander Zverev, Berrettini, Goffin. So it's all there. For the full preview and selections, head to the forum. So if you go and have a click on that, let's see where that takes us to. And then you would just have to log in if you are part of Form Labs. you would get taken here from that link, and you would just log in to your Football Form Labs and off you go. Or you can just register as a new user. Maybe you don't need Form Labs. Maybe you can just get on the Form Labs forum if you're interested in talking about it. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, that's free to join. So if you want to get into the newsletter, just use that link above and go on. It's just, they'll send you an email and you can read it each Friday, and if anything tickles your fancy, jump in it. Let's have a last look at this football, see what's going on. See if we've got this goal in China yet. No, we haven't. So let's go and see if there's been any action since we last looked. So there's only really been the one shot on target. So no, it's still 6. So there hasn't even been a shot on target since we came into the game, but there's 17 off target. So we're going to have a look at the draw price now, 142. I still just don't think it's worth a bet based on the fact that we there's only 6 minutes left. The shots has only really changed once in the last 10 or 15 minutes. And looking at the results, you could get anything. The home side's had a loss, a win and a draw. 2 losses for Shenzhen. I imagine they won't score, but what price are they if we go and look at that? You can't be laying 7.6 because if they score, you can't get out of it because there's next to score's obviously going to win the game. And they've got a big price. So I've just made a note of that as well, Malcolm. You want someone for NBA and the NFL. I've got some NFL. When's that start? That doesn't start till around November or December, does it, Malc? When's it, the NFL kickoff? I know they've just done the draft, haven't they? September 10th. Oh, the NFL starts soon then, right. Well, I'll get on it. I'll get on to my man and I'll get him on for an interview about the season as a whole, who he likes, what matchups we should be looking for, and some week 1 tips. So September the 10th that's a Thursday. It starts on a Thursday night, does it, Malcolm? And the NBA playoffs are on now. Oh, mate, I'm an NBA genius. Let's go and have a look. I'll tell you who's going to win. Watch this. NBA. Today, 6:40. Mate, get on the Bucks. 110. Can't lose. Let's see what else we got. Houston Rockets. Oh, this looks a bit tighter. I'm going to go with Oklahoma there, Malcolm. Indiana Pacers versus Miami Heat. We've got to go with, we're going with the Heat, mate. We're going all the way with the Heat. No, I'll find you some stuff. So NBA playoff games. Jazz versus Nuggets playoff series. I'm all over the Jazz there, mate. They must be leading, like, what's the correct score currently? They must be up 3-1, are they? 3-1 in the playoff. Oh, look at the Bucks. They must be up like 3-0. Yeah. So are they leading 3-0 then? I don't know, or is that all over? What's happened? It's only got Magic 4-2, 4-3, 4-1, 4-2. Oh, they're there. No, they lost the game. So it's 3-1 at the moment. Okay, they'll be winning that. No, I don't know a lot about it, Mal. If you want me to put them all up on my dartboard and have a shot, I'm more than happy to have a shot. Can't be worse than I've been doing lately. But I reckon the Bucks win this game. That's a pretty short price for an away team, isn't it? They're at Orlando Magic. They must be a whole lot better. Just never really got into basketball. I haven't done it. Right, let's go and have a look at some racing. Craig, what did you ask me for before? I'll go and see if I've been answered about the graphs at the moment. Doesn't look like I have. She must be up. Yeah, I have got an answer. I think what might be happening, Craig, and I only say might, the reason why Geeks Toy and BetAngel and the others are okay and BetTrader isn't, is because they're all on the streaming API, and this is the NG API. So we'll find out in a minute. I've just said I think it's because I've just said customers are saying graphs are on all other software, maybe because they're on streaming API. Anyway, there's nothing we can do. She's saying it's just a display issue. We have seen it before. It is a display issue. It comes from Betfair. Yeah, okay. So I've just told her. I said, okay, now BetAngel, no silk. So, yeah, nothing to do here. So she's going to email Betfair now and let them know. She'll email Neil and he'll sort it. So we don't have the graphs for today. What I'm presuming, though, guys, let's go and have a look. We'll go and do a couple of races. So if we go to 250, if we go and look at Southall, you can see the graphs are there. So you can see the silks. So if you want to just check the silks, what I suggest is you just have a quick look at the Betfair website. So if we go for the 250 race at Southall, you can see they're not there. But if I just move that out of the way and click on Betfair, now I can sort of see them. So Perfect City, he's in the pink. Then you got Tight Call in the yellow, and Dog of War, Harry Skelton. So you can see the colours there. So let me go and get some racing on. We'll see what we can do, because we wanted to see some jumps racing, didn't we? So I'll go up here. And yeah, they're not showing up there at all. It's just a simple reset. But it does make life very difficult. So it looks like they're going in somewhere else. Where's this other race then? Must be Air, because this is a handicap hurdle. So they're not going to be going into gates on there. Oh, is this Southall 250? No, 250. Is this Air race running late or something? Oh, yeah, it's 12 minutes late. Okay, so let's go and have a quick look at Air. I think this might be just too difficult, lads, because I'm not going to be able to inductive. I'll go and get the colours up on the other channel, like on the other screen, so you guys won't be able to see it. But so 240 at Air. Right, so I can see the colours over there. I can actually just move them there, can't I? Right, so you don't need to see the colours. I'll just go and have a look at this. Let's have a listen. So obviously, as I've said with the new software, guys, we're going to get the silks will be a bit bigger in here. We're going to get the trainer and jockey underneath. We'll probably have a shorter ladder, so you can have the graph open at the bottom of each ladder if you want. So when you open it, it might come up to about here. And then if you shut it, you'll get your ladder back. Or we might have it on the side, whatever. Yeah, we're definitely getting stall numbers, Craig. So we're getting the horse's number, the barrier number, the trainer, and the jockey. We're getting all of that crucial information. So, yep. I know. But so you got it. What you got to remember, right? Let me just explain to you. When BetTrader was built by Adam Todd, he only ever traded pre-race, ever. So the barriers didn't concern him. They were of no consequence. Saddlecloth numbers didn't concern him. Silks didn't concern him. All he wanted was the ladder, just to be able to trade like this. That was his only insistence. He didn't want this grid. He just wanted to trade like the financials on prices going up and down. The name doesn't matter. The jockey doesn't matter. The trainer doesn't matter, because everything, 100% of what he did was pre-race. It's only me that started using this product for in-running. And as it turns out, it's the only suitable product for in-running, because we were the ones that put in, the ladder staying anywhere. This race has gone. Hang on. So I'm going to lay this Scott Sonnet at 18 if I can. I might have missed it. It's the yellow checks. It's about 10 lengths last. I've missed it because I was busy talking. Missed the start badly. So this inductive is in fourth spot at the moment. Great Kalachi's in sixth. We'll get rid of Scott Sonnet. We don't need that now. Max Blessing is midfield. The 12, Joyful Star. He's just this Joyful Star has just given him a bit of a push. Yeah, he's starting to push now. So I'm going to get onto this if I can at 7.8. See if he'll come. He's not going to win. I don't know if I'm going to get it. No, I've missed it. So I'll cancel that. Where's Great Kalachi? No, I've missed them all. Just turn it off. I've missed them all. Trying to look at the colours on one screen, then the race on another, and then find them on here, and you try and match them up. And, yeah, without the silks, it's useless. So that favourite's going to bolt in. So you just, yeah, it's funny, isn't it? One little thing changes and it throws you right out of sync. Because you know my setup here with the screen. So I had this. So I could see these colours on the other screen over here. So I'm looking over there for the colours. Then I try and find the horse in the race. And then I've got to come and find the name on BetTrader. So that's useless. Let's go back to football for 10 minutes. I can't be doing that. It's hard enough when it all works properly. So did anybody see, did we end up with a goal in that Chinese Super League game, or was there not? Ian, can we build in quick keys for price greening? Yeah, some of the tools are going to have hotkeys, definitely. No goal, Craig, thanks. So it was a good decision. So what I'm going to do is at the moment, let me show you this over here. So see at the moment, what we've got to do here is, well, I'll go and do it. Let's say I want to do tick offset on this horse, right? My mouse is here. I've got to go over here, tick offset, and come back. So then I do a trade, okay, or two. So let's just get one of these matched. And see, in the time I've taken me to get over there, I've missed the price. So let's get in at 7 and 7.6 and cancel those other two. Right, so say I've got those three matched. And now let's presume that we're getting to the halfway point of the race and we now want to get out of the trades. So I've now got to move my mouse back over here, turn it off, come back and say, get ready over here to do my lay, right? Well, what we want to eliminate is the moving of the mouse from the ladder over here. So what I'm proposing is with your left hand, you just have your finger on the T. So let's say I push the T now. It turns the tick offset back on for me like that, and I haven't had to move my mouse. So I can jump in there at 6. And now without moving my mouse, I press T again and it turns it off like that, and I'm still here to just go bang to lay the horse again. So that's going to be one thing. Now you'll also be able to do other things with just the keyboard and stuff. What I'd like to do is see how this horse here is 1,000, so it's useless. I've got to go and turn that off and select that one to get 6 horses. What I'd like to do is be able to just push a button and it automatically rearranges these. See this 180? Useless. So now I've got to get rid of that and get the 27 back in. If I could just push a button and it would put these in betting order in the run, I think that'd be really cool. So it would just refresh the thing, reorder them. So see this 55, useless. So I would get rid of it. And now, so we're down to these 4. So the purple one looks the best, but I don't know which one's the purple. The number 8 looks like it's going all right to me at this stage, but the market doesn't agree. Well, I can't bet on this one because I'm watching it 6 seconds behind. It's all right. We've made a 5er. Happy days. So yeah, that'll be a good tool. I'll go to the next race and show you that all in slow motion. So yeah, rather than have to move your mouse, tick it and come back, when most of us are trading, our left hand's doing nothing. You've just got your right hand on your mouse, you're moving it everywhere. Left hand's doing nothing. So if you just had your index finger on the T and by just bang, clicking a button, this turns off and I don't have to move my mouse. All right, see you, Malcolm. That would be great. So, Ian, if I'm making a list, what sort of hotkeys do you want? What would you like to be able to do at the click of a button without having to move your mouse? Kill all bets hotkey. Yep, that's perfect because you don't want to come over here and click that. Excellent. I think I had that one in, but it's in now anyway. And I guess if we're going to put, yeah, well, I guess what you'll be able to do, Ollie, is with a gaming mouse like mine, you'll be able to click a button on your mouse to have it do that exact thing if you wanted to. Okay, change stake with a hotkey. So, John, maybe let's just use the 1 key, for example. Maybe tapping, see down here how I've got 10, 25, 50, 100, 200, 250. See how when I click liability, that's set to 10. Maybe now if I tap the 1 key, it changes to 25. Tap the 1 key again, it changes to 50. Tap again, it goes to 100. You talking that sort of thing? So I could just scroll through them or put a counter trade in minus 10 ticks so you can get out quick. Yep, okay. Counter trade, 10 ticks below. Yep, that's a good one. So if I go to training mode, I'll just show you what Ollie's suggesting there. So see what we've got over here, which we've already got in BetTrader, is I can do last traded price plus 1. So if I click this button, if I go and get a position on a market here, let's go and get a few because we're just in training mode, so it doesn't matter. Let's go and get a few mats, right? And then you look at this button. Now this is all coming over to the ladder. You see here, Ollie, I can get out for 50p loss. But if I do it plus 1, I get out for 316. So look, if I go plus 5, then yeah, you can get out quickly. So if we just had a button on the keyboard, like say X for escape, and it did this, bang, right? And it's placed all bets on all those other markets, then it gets us out. You see now there's no big losses anywhere. Then you could just sort of hit that one and even it up. Current price plus or minus. Well, yeah, we've already sort of got that there, Ollie. So look, you can go and that's there. So you'll be able to adjust them. So your one would be plus 15. Last traded price plus 15. So if I go and click that, you see it gets you out straight away. And then you've just got to go and tidy it up. So you'd have to just tidy up that one and that one. It's a lot easier, isn't it? Yeah, that is an exit key. That is an exit key, mate. So see, at the moment, I can't do anything with it because I've not got a position. But look, let's do a trade on a horse that we haven't bet on yet so you can see it. Right, so go and get these horses here. So let's say I go and lay for 32, right? So you want an exit key minus 15. Well, we've already got that. So see, the normal one will get me out at 146, right? Which is here because it's the other loss plus that, so it's 67. But the plus 15 ticks will get me out here. So watch over here. I'll tell you if you can't see it. I'll tell you what it does. So minus 15 ticks. It's gone in. Oh, it's just given me 30 anyway. It's just done it straight away. So it's put the bet in at 30, even though it went in down here. Because look, what it does, 15 ticks, Ollie, say it's around here, right? And I want to go in here. It's still going to give me best execution at 30, which it's just done. So then you just need to tidy it up. But at least it gets you out of the bulk of the trade. So, yeah, a lay bet. So I don't think you need it at minus 15, but in running, it might be the best way. So it will put you in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So it would put your bet in at 17.5 there, Ollie. But you get out at 28 because that's the best price available. And then you just have to hedge it up manually if you want to. So, yeah, we're going to have that, Ollie, already. So that'll be in. And these buttons here, these market cash outs, they will be on the ladder. You'll be able to see them over here, and I'll make sure that they're a hotkey. So you won't need to move over here just to do it. You'll just be able to click. We might also just have the tools up the top here, because at the moment, if you click this, Ollie, it will get you out of every trade. So hypothetically, let's look at this position, all right? Let's say that this race is in running and I've laid all of these, right, these top 5. And Ollie, this one here is the one that's screaming down. What you want to do is you want to get out of this one at the 15 ticks. You don't want to get out of the others because they're all going to be flying up. Currently, if you click this button here, it will get you out of all the positions. So you're going to need an individual key to get out of this one. So I think that you might just need to just like go up the top here, or just have a key for like that one. I don't know, it might be, number 4, the 4th horse on the ladder or something. And what it will do will just go bang and get you out of that one horse that's crashing in price, because the others are obviously in your favour. Yeah, so we've got to have the ladder only selection ability to do that. Okay, so that's definitely going in. That'll be cool. Let's go and have a bit more of a look at this football. Let's go and see if we're going to get a first half goal in this Maritzburg game. We'll go back over here to South Africa. So at the moment, we've not had one shot on target and we've had 11 off. So there's no real way you could bet. If you were to bet on a first half goal there and get it, you'd consider yourself lucky. So what I want you guys to do for me, particularly Ian and Ollie, is that tool that we just talking about that we want. How would you like to see that implemented? Like, I can think of putting a toolbar up here. So we just have another row like this with all the tools. And then what you could, I just want an idea of how you would individualize it. Maybe the hotkey, let's just say the hotkey's 4, okay? So you push 4 to exit, but it would only work if you've got this one ticked. It still makes it a bit hard. You've still got to move your mouse. What I'm trying to do is, in running, get us to move our mouse as little as possible. That's going to be really important. So I want to know how to get that tool on, it was this horse, wasn't it? So how do I get that emergency minus 15 tool on Bumbledom? I think the only way I can think of is go up here and click like one of these buttons, emergency escape. But why would you do that when you could just go down here and just click and get out? Have a think about it. If you can come up with a solution, let me know. All right. So if you guys can let me know what you'd like to cover over the next few days of this week, anything you'd like to see, anything you want demonstrated, I'll get on to Trade Shark for the tennis on Thursday or Friday. I'll get on to my mate about the NFL. I'll try and find someone for the NBA, the finals, and I'm certain that I can get a very good tipping service on board for the next couple of weeks anyway, to let you know what we sort of should be betting on. But I think for now I'm going to go and drop Betfair an email, see if we can get this graph thing sorted out. And I think racing's a little bit hard. So you liked my drones webinar, would like to see something similar on bots. Okay, yeah, cool. So you want to see a webinar on how the bots work and what they're doing. Okay, let me mark that down as well. Where's my list? Bots. All right. Well, lads, I'll let you get back to your afternoon for the couple of hours that we've got left. I'll see if I can get this sorted. I'm going to go and get a cup of tea. I'll be in the 100 Club Telegram room for the rest of the afternoon with you. So if you've got any questions, pop them in there. Anything you want to see, pop it in there. And I'll be more than happy to help. Any ideas you've got, when you put your trade in, have a little red box on the price. Bang, bang, move mouse 2 millimeters. I'm not sure what you mean, Ollie. You'll have to explain that. Just drop a message in the 100 Club Telegram so I understand what you mean, or drop me an email. When you put your trade in, have a little red box on the price. Bang, bang, move mouse. Get back to me later. All right, mate. Nice one. Okay. Cheers, guys. I'll catch you in Telegram in about 10 minutes when I sort a couple of things out and fill up my tea bucket, and I will talk to you soon. All right. Catch you in the morning. Bye for now.